Sarah, and I'm one of the hosts for Ondes Africaines. Today we're going to discuss importance throughout childhood on the show me, Jose, Antone, Zoe, and Amenze. My first question is about the importance of going to school and why you should take it seriously.
You should take school seriously because it's teaching you stuff. Even if you don't like your teachers and stuff, it's important to go. And it also helps you in the future when you're looking for jobs, and it gives you more opportunities.
I think you should take school more seriously. So when you're older, so when you're older, you have a better career and you'll get a better job.
I think you should take school seriously because when you're older, everywhere there's going to be something which you learned, and if you're not paying attention, it's going to be hard for you to figure it out.
I think you should go to school seriously because there's fun things you can do. You can play, you can read. Your teacher is going to help you for stuff, and if you don't listen, it will be hard to learn, and you won't really find a job that good.
Why you should respect your parents and your friends.
You should respect your parents and friends, but especially your parents because they do a lot for you, and also you're learning from them because they're the ones who are going to teach you and lead you to a good future.
You should respect your parents and friends because they do a lot for you, and sometimes when you don't respect your parents, they don't want to get you stuff.
I think you should respect your parents and friends because they'll be there for the rest of your life, basically, and they'll help you be a better person.
I think you should respect your parents because they buy you stuff, they give you food, and they take care of you. And they won't be here that long because they were here first. And when they die, you'll be on your own.
I think it's important to respect your parents and friends because it's like the golden rule. When you give back, when you give, you will get things back. So if you respect them, you will get respect back. We are now going to take a break and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Africa, 'cause I miss you. Mama Africa, I want to praise you. Africa.
Welcome back to the show. Now we will get on with the fourth question. Why is it good to help parents with cooking, cleaning, etc.?
I think it's good to help your parents with cooking and cleaning because when you're older, you're going to be off on your own and you learn from them. Also, they give back when you're helping your parents. Like, I know when I babysit, I get back. I don't even have to ask. They just know.
I think we should help our parents cook and clean. So, because when we're older, we're gonna be doing it by ourselves, and our parents are not gonna be with us telling us to do it and all that.
I think we should help out because when people, they go and help out and cook and clean, when you're not doing that, you get to do something else. So when you help out and clean, stuff like that, you're helping your parents and they really appreciate that.
I think you should help your parents because when you get older, your parents are not going to be here and you're going to have your child and you're going to tell your child what to do. So you should clean your dishes for the parents, wash the tables, clean the whole house, and it will be good and clean.
I think it is important to help clean in the house because it teaches you how to be responsible. So when you have a family of your own, you will take care of them and know your responsibilities. Now, the question I will ask is, why is it important to be a leader, not a follower, and to be independent with yourself?
It's a good thing to be a leader because people learn from you, and also if you're a follower, you can make mistakes, and yeah.
When you're a leader, everyone's looking up to you, and if you're in school and there's younger people with you, you should lead them to their way.
When you're a leader in school, you'll leave a better example for the little ones, and they'll get better marks, and they'll be better in school, and they'll have good stuff and they'll get good marks on their report card.
I think you should be a leader because when everybody says you're not the leader, then you gotta go up to your teacher and say, I'm the leader, and then people are gonna start hurting you because then you're gonna have better grades, better stuff, and the rest.
I would also like to add that when you're a leader, you get to lead other people into good, positive stuff because when people are doing bad stuff, you want to lead them into good stuff. And if you're a leader, you can teach them that it's not going to be bad. You can be a leader.
I think it is important to be a leader because then you have, you won't rely on other people. You will be, self-confident and rely on yourselves. But you can also help other people to go in the right path and teach them what you know. The next question is, any important people that you know throughout your lifetime that are role models for you and you look up to?
I really look up to my uncle because I know that all he's been through, he stays strong, and he's very modest about his work, and he does a lot for me, and I like to spend time with him.
I really look up to my dad because he's nice to me and he does a lot for me and he's my role model.
I look up to my mom because when I'm sick and she always takes care of me, when we need to go somewhere and we're in a rush, she's always positive and she stays on the positive side.
I really look up to my dad because he buys me stuff. He helps me. Like when I want stuff, he says he's gonna buy it tomorrow or today. He just goes there and buy it, and he says when he's in a rush, he says, "No time, let's go. We'll buy it tomorrow." And my dad's my role model.
My role model is my father because he teaches me success and how to be successful and to do the right thing in God's path and what Jesus wanted us to do throughout our lifetimes. The next question is experiences with bullying and if you've seen bullying, been bullied, or even bullied yourself.
I think bullying is wrong, and even I've been bullied about the way I look, and it's not right because they don't think about what they're saying, but you know inside that that's not true, and yeah.
I think about bullying that people should stop it because it's not nice. It makes people unhappy, and they'll tell their parents, and their parents won't be happy, and they'll tell the principal.
I think that the people that bully are doing dumb stuff because when you bully, you're just teaching other people that are seeing it, and you're not helping yourself.
I think bullying is bad because people won't like it and they will feel sad. And then the other people they will teach the other people because I was been bullied before because how my hair looks like. And they should stop because they'll tell someone and they will get in trouble and then they'll give attitude.
I have been bullied and I'm not okay with it, nor do I respect it because it hurts people. Maybe the person that's bullying it feels that, oh, it's all fun and jokes, but towards the person that is being bullied, it's hurtful, and they shouldn't do it because that's not how God wanted us to live. He wanted us to live equally and nice to each other. Also, to add on, what do you guys think bullying is? What is bullying?
I think bullying is when someone doesn't have anything better to say, so they just say that, and also they just try to act cool, and it's being mean to someone.
To me, bullying is when people call other people names, want to start a fight, and they gossip about them and all that.
People are trying to act cool. They think that when you bully, other people are going to say, oh, that's going to be cool, so let's go join them. But really, it's not cool.
Bullying means to me because I was bullied about how big my hair is and it looks so ugly. And bullying should stop because it's not nice to bully people because then a police will come and hurt you. And if other people still do say, oh, that's cool, or some people will say, I don't want to join bullying. And because bullying is not nice to bully people, like how skinny you are, how big your face is not nice.
To me, bullying is people trying to be on superiority towards another person, or like cooler or like more popular to people, like, and putting them down for their own problems that they have to try to make them feel better. Also, what you should do when you're being bullied or when you're like witnessing bullying.
Usually when I'm being bullied by myself, like when someone bullies me, I don't say anything, and then now I'm starting to rethink it and I should say something. And also when I see something going on, I usually report it to the teacher, but even though I know people behind my back call me a snitch and stuff, but it's the right thing to do.
When people are bullying me, I tell them to stop, but when they keep on doing it, I would go to the teacher and tell someone, but they may call me names, but I really don't care because I'm doing the right thing.
When people bully me, I ignore them, and I would go to the teacher, I'd tell the teacher and the principal, and then they'll tell the kids to stop, and then everything would be better.
When people bully me, I say stop, and they don't. So I go report it to my mom or dad or my mom's friend. And if they don't listen to the adult will go tell the teacher or someone else so they can stop, or their parents.
We're gonna take a break and we will be back in 2 minutes.
I want to praise you, Africa.
Welcome back. Now to follow the question, to me bullying, like what you should do when you see bullying is let the person know it's hurting you and tell the person to like leave you alone and walk away. But if they still want him or her want to still get into a fight with you, then just let God deal with them and move on. Now the next question is, what do you do after school?
After school, of course, I do my homework first, and I also have other stuff, like I'm on my school soccer team, I have dance, I take acro. I love to sing because I've been even on an album before with my sister, and yeah.
After school, I do my homework first, and then after, I usually go downstairs to watch TV, have some snacks, and then I go on the computer.
After school, I go home, I start doing my homework, then I would watch TV, and I used to go to guitar class, but now I don't.
After school, I watch a little bit TV. I do my homework. After my homework, I do the laptop. I used to go to piano class. Now I don't. Then I mostly go outside to play with my friends. After playing with my friends, I practice outside, call my brother so we can play soccer, so I can know soccer, so I can be on the soccer team.
After school, I'm involved in a lot of sports during school, so I do more homework and then I have mostly practices. Then I have dance, and I like to study music so I can know different like chords and keys and stuff like that. So that is what I do after school. Now let's get into the tasty stuff. We're going to discuss healthy foods and our favorite foods.
My favorite food or dessert is really chocolate. I mean, that's my life. I love chocolate. Also, I like pizza, tacos, spaghetti. But I'm really picky too. Like, if I'm gonna have chocolate, it has to be good chocolate, because otherwise, if I'm gonna have like a box of Smarties or something, then it gives me headaches.
My favorite food, well, I pretty much like everything. I really like to eat tacos, and I wish I could always have tiramisu. I just love Chinese food and all those other foods I could think of. My favorite foods are pizza, spaghetti, I like chips, cookies, and I also like to eat tacos, hamburgers, and other stuff and all that.
My favorite food is watermelon, apple, bananas, pizza, McDonald's, taco, spaghetti, French fries, and shrimp rice, shrimp, popcorn, chips, candy, soup, rice. Mostly I like McDonald's and pizza because McDonald's is so yummy, and I ask my dad for it every day.
My favorite cook is my dad because he makes a lot of African food, so I can taste different cultural foods. He makes African food like beans and rice, and yeah. But mostly like outside of his cooking, I like a lot of salads, like Greek salad, because I like the cheese, and I like pie, and yeah.
I miss you. I want to praise you. Africa.
My next question is about what we like the types of books we like to read and why we think they're interesting.
I like to read a book of series called Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and most kids do too. But also, I'm a new fan of The Summoning. It's a series, and it's scary, right? And there's ghosts in it. It talks about dead people. Yeah.
My favorite books, I like Diary of the Wimpy Kid, and I like the Hardy Boys. It has lots of adventures, and it's fun.
My favorite books are Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and the book I'm reading right now is Holes, and I really like that book because it goes into other parts about Stanley and how it is in like juvenile or something like that.
My favorite book is the Diary of Wimpy Kid, Little Pet Shop, and Nancy Drew, a little bit of Hardy Boys.
The books that I like to read is, again, most common, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's a book of 5 or 4 series, and it has funny comics, and it's about this boy and his childhood, too. The next question is the hobbies that we have, so what we like to do.
My hobbies are soccer, dance, singing, and I like to bake a lot. Baking is like one of my number one hobby. Whenever I have like a day off of school, even sometimes on the weekend, I go to my grandparents' house, and me and my grandma, we always bake stuff, chocolate chip cookies, everything. I have a sweet tooth.
My favorite hobby is pretty much eating. I love to go to different places and eat. I love dancing too, and I just love those hobbies.
My favorite hobbies are sleeping, playing basketball, soccer, and I like hockey a little bit.
My favorite hobbies are sleeping most, eating a lot, singing, dancing, a little bit, basketball.
Hobbies that I have are dancing, acting, singing. I like basketball too. I also like cooking because you get to experiment with different things and what like goes together and what doesn't. And so yeah.
Last summer, since I really love soccer, I took soccer at a program called Just for Kicks, and I was on an all boys team, right? And my dad was the coach, and we had won the league, and then we went into the playoffs, and the last game we played was against the white team, and we tied the game 4-4, but we had to do shoot-offs, and during the shoot-offs, the one guy from our team, they missed, and then the one guy from our team scored, and my dad was so happy. Everyone was screaming, and my dad got soaked because after everybody came up with their water and soaked him.
Now the next question and final question is what we want to be, the kind of people we want to be in about 15 years.
The kind of person I want to be in the future is, well, I want to be remembered, but not for like selling the best album or acting in a great movie, but I want to be remembered for helping kids across the world, building schools, churches, and I just want to sponsor kids.
When I'm older, I want to go on a TV show that is about food. I want to go all over places testing food. I also want to be a doctor and go all over the world helping kids.
When I'm older, I want to be a lawyer and a sports agent so I could help people that are in jail come out and they could have a better life and be nice people.
When I grow up, I want to be a star making new albums. I want to be a TV so I can eat a lot of food. And I mostly want to be a doctor so I can help people when they're sick. They can come to the doctor. I can help them. I can tell the parents what's wrong with them.
When I grow up, I want to be someone that can deal with children and help children, especially with disabilities, to join programs that like help them to be active and have friends. Since we're kids and we're very fun, we're going to have funny faces and discuss other things that we'd like to add to the show.
My funny face is a little bit weird in a way, so I'm gonna show it. So I'm like, "Hurr!"
And my funny face is this.
My funny face is wrong.
I want to show my funny face like this, and the voice is funny too. Hello, how's it doing?
My funny face, well, this is kind of weird, but thank you all for watching. I hope you learned just as much as we did. And remember, stay in school.